Do you hear it? The forest breathes, it hums, it whispers, it roars. Every leaf, every wing, every raindrop is part of a song older than the bones of your species. And I am part of that music. They call me the walking palm, Socratia exoriza. A strange name, isn't it? A name given by humans who believe they have understood me. They point at my roots, spindly and tall, and they tell stories of a tree that walks across the jungle floor. They laugh, they marvel, they wonder. They ask, how can a tree walk? But they never ask me. Tonight, I will tell you. Tonight, you will hear my life, not as science writes it, nor as legend paints it, but as I have lived it. Come closer, wanderer. Rest in the shade of my crown. Step carefully among my roots. Listen, for I do not tell this tale often. I was born in dark, not the kind of darkness you fear at night, but the eternal twilight beneath the canopy of the Amazon. There, the giants stood, kapok trees, so vast they seemed like pillars holding up the sky. Strangler figs that squeezed life from their hosts. Lianas dangling like serpents woven by gods. The canopy was thick, woven with endless leaves. Sunlight was a treasure that rarely touched the ground. Down where I began, the air was damp, heavy with rot and life. Ants marched in armies, beetles pushed their burdens, fungi bloomed and died in silence. I was a seed, cradled in the moist earth. My shell broke, and from it I reached upward, a trembling green blade among millions of others. Around me, siblings sprouted, each desperate for the same thing: light. Most of them never stood a chance. They withered, choked by shadows, eaten by insects, or trampled by creatures that never looked down. The jungle is no nursery. It is a battlefield. But I carried a gift, the secret of my roots. While others dug deep into the soil with a single anchor, I grew differently. My roots reached outward, downward, but not from beneath me, from my trunk itself. Long, thin, spindly roots stretched down like stilts, touching the ground in many places. At first, they were frail. I trembled with every wind, every footstep near me. But as I grew, more roots descended, bracing me, holding me steady. And soon, I learned their secret. I could abandon old roots and grow new ones. When shadows fell, when another tree grew above me and stole the sun, I pushed roots toward the light and let the shaded ones die. Slowly, carefully, I shifted my body. Not fast enough for you to see, but over years, yes, I moved. Toward life, toward the sun. Humans who wandered here watched me and whispered, "A tree that walks." They told stories of me stepping across the forest floor like a pilgrim with wooden legs, searching always for light. Did I truly walk? Perhaps not as you do. My steps were years long, measured in inches, not miles. But in this place, even the smallest movement is power. I was not chained to the soil like others. I was free. My struggle for light. You see, the forest is cruel. Light is the rarest treasure here. Without it, you cannot live. All around me, seedlings rose and died, choked by darkness. Ferns whispered, "Stay low." Vines hissed, "Climb another's body." But I could not stay low, nor could I strangle a neighbor. I had only my legs, my stilts, and the patience of centuries. So I reached upward, slowly, carefully. Every new leaf was a risk. Will it catch the sun, or will it be bitten, broken, burned? The forest never rests. Jaguars stalk the shadows. Peccaries root in the soil. Armadillos dig burrows that unsettle the ground. Storms rip branches from the sky. And always, fungi wait to claim the weak. But I had my gift. When the earth beneath me grew soft with flood, my stilts held me above water. When a giant fell nearby, crushing the soil, I could shift away. And when light finally poured through the broken canopy, I stretched toward it, while others, bound by roots, could not. This is my secret, my survival. I do not run, I do not chase, I endure. The myths of men. But men love stories. When the people of this forest saw me, they believed I truly walked. They told tales of me stepping away from danger, of me chasing sunlight, of me fleeing from the shadows of death. Some said I moved fast enough to escape their gaze, that at night, when the jungle was blind, I wandered. They wove me into their myths. To them, I was a spirit of the forest, a guardian who could not be trapped. Hunters prayed beneath me for safe passage. Children were warned not to sleep at my feet, lest I step away in the night and leave them lost. And when your scientists came, they too argued about me. Some said I walked, others laughed at the idea. They studied my roots, measured my steps, debated my truth. But tell me, wanderer, what is truth in a place like this? Do you believe only what you see in a day? Or can you accept that the forest moves at a different rhythm, too slow for your eyes, too vast for your clocks? I am not here to prove or deny. I simply am the life I live. Seasons pass here, though you might not notice. Rains come, flooding the earth, then fade into drought, when the ground cracks and thirst gnaws at the roots. In rain, I drink deeply, my crown glistening with drops that feed the soil. In drought, I conserve, letting my lower leaves fall, my roots seeking pockets of water hidden deep in the earth. Birds perch in my fronds, weaving nests safe from snakes. Insects bore into me, some helping, some hurting. My fallen leaves rot and become soil, feeding the very ground I stand upon. I am not alone. I am never alone. The forest is me, and I am the forest. Years turn to decades, decades to centuries. I have stood while countless generations of creatures lived and died at my feet. Children played in my shade, grew old, and became dust. Still I stand. Still I reach for light, death and renewal. But nothing here is eternal, not even I. One day the giants above me will fall, or disease will creep into my body, or a storm will shatter my crown. And then I will join the endless cycle of decay. But do not mourn me. My death is not an ending, but a gift. My body will feed fungi, insects, and soil. My seeds will scatter, carried by wind, water, or bird. And they will find new homes. Perhaps one of them will grow where I stood, stretching upward, sprouting stilts, learning to walk as I did. And so my story will begin again, told in new roots, new leaves, new whispers. Now you know me, not as science describes me, not as myth imagines me, but as I truly am. I am the walking palm. I do not rush, I do not flee. I endure, I adapt. I move where others cannot. Remember this, wanderer. The forest is alive. It breathes. It watches. It remembers. And though you measure your life in fleeting decades, mine is counted in centuries. While you walk quickly, burning through your days, I walk slowly, patiently, and in the end, perhaps, I will outlast you. So the next time you walk in my forest, listen, feel the ground, watch the shadows. You may not see me move, but you will know that I am never still. This is my story, the story of a tree that walks.